He who does good deeds in life attains a place in the realms of the righteous. He who does evil deeds shall dwell in the abodes of darkness. These ancient words from the Garuda Purana tap into one of our greatest curiosities. Do our actions truly shape the fate of our soul once we die? For centuries, seekers, philosophers, and everyday individuals have pondered the afterlife. But the Garuda Purana stands out because it doesn't shy away from details. Instead, it paints a vivid map of what might await us in realms beyond the material world. Today, we embark on a deep exploration of how the Garuda Purana weaves together karma, cosmic justice, and detailed depictions of the hereafter. By the end of our journey, you may see your life and every decision you make in an entirely new light. The name Garuda Purana itself hints at its power and scope. Garuda, the mighty eagle deity, is revered as the vehicle, or Vahana, of Lord Vishnu in Hindu tradition. Envision a colossal eagle soaring through the skies, holding not just the weight of a god, but the collective wisdom of an ancient culture. The Garuda Purana, like Garuda himself, aims to bridge the human and the divine, offering a bird's-eye view of how our earthly deeds can echo through cosmic realms. The text is part of the Mahapuranas, an important group of Hindu scriptures. While many Puranas delve into cosmology, moral teachings, and legendary lore, the Garuda Purana is especially fascinating for its in-depth discussion of life after death, funeral rites, and what the soul might encounter in other planes of existence. Garuda Purana describes death not as an abrupt ending, but a transition, a moment where the soul, bound by karma, detaches from the physical form. This isn't necessarily instantaneous. The text hints at subtle processes where the soul experiences its final attachments and regrets. Family members perform rituals to honor the departed, helping the soul leave behind earthly desires. This includes offerings of sesame seeds, ghee, and sometimes a symbolic journey around the funeral pyre. Chanting prayers or mantras from the Garuda Purana or related scriptures is believed to protect the soul from confusion and guide it safely onward. These ceremonial specifics offer comfort and direction both for the departed soul and the grieving family. It's an intimate acknowledgement that death is transformational, not final. One of the most striking features of the Garuda Purana is its vivid depiction of the cosmic realms the soul might traverse. You might think of it like a vast map with multiple countries, each reflecting specific karmic frequencies. Those who have accumulated positive karma through generous deeds, honest living, and a genuine heart may ascend to Svargaloka. This isn't necessarily a final destination. Think of it more like a celestial retreat. The soul can experience pleasure, peace, and closeness to divine energies, but eventually it returns to the cycle of rebirth once the merits of its good deeds are exhausted. Maryaloka, the earthly realm. This is our familiar world, filled with both joys and sorrows. The Garuda Purana emphasizes that returning here isn't necessarily a punishment. It's another opportunity to learn, evolve, and balance out karmic imprints. Our day-to-day life becomes the stage where cosmic lessons unfold. Naraka, infernal or hellish realms. Naraka is where souls who carry heavy negative karma may find themselves. But here's a critical point. It's not eternal damnation. Much like spending time in a correctional facility, the soul undergoes experiences that correspond to the suffering it caused. After this period, once the karmic debt is addressed, the soul re-enters the cycle of rebirth, hopefully with deeper awareness and empathy. At this point, you might be wondering, if Naraka isn't eternal, what's the point? The Garuda Purana suggests that these experiences serve a purpose, expanding the soul's understanding of consequences. Whether in Svarga, Naraka, or back on Earth, the ultimate aim is to refine the soul. Souls move through cycles of birth and death, samsara, guided by the weight of their karmic balance. In the Hindu worldview, even these intense realms provide stepping stones toward moksha, the liberation from the cycle of rebirth entirely. Why so many stories and vivid allegories? The Garuda Purana is a teaching tool. By painting detailed pictures of heavenly joys and hellish ordeals, it conveys moral and spiritual truths in a way that resonates with human psychology. We're more likely to remember lessons when they come packaged in dramatic scenes or symbolic characters. Tales of individuals who suffer in Naraka for greed or violence aren't just horror stories. They're cautionary tales urging us to reflect on how we live now. Even after the darkest experiences, there's always a path forward. No one is permanently lost. The Garuda Purana also dedicates substantial focus to funeral practices, collectively known as Antyeshti Kriya or last rites. In many parts of the Indian subcontinent, these rites shape how families mourn and how they believe the soul transitions, offering symbolic rice balls, pindas, to nourish the departed soul, preventing it from lingering or becoming restless. Ritual offerings of water and sesame seeds, expressing gratitude and a request for the ancestors' blessings. Even after the funeral, many families observe annual rites, shraddha, to honor and support their ancestors' spiritual journey. These rites are believed to help the soul find its way to the appropriate realm. They also provide family members with a focal point for their grief, allowing them to participate in a ceremonial release. This continuous bond between the living and the dead emphasizes interdependence, reminding us that spiritual growth extends across generations. In our modern world, it's easy to dismiss such ancient texts as relics of a bygone era. Yet the Garuda Purana's messages hold surprising relevance. Knowing that every action can have far-reaching consequences encourages us to live more consciously and compassionately. For those grieving, these teachings offer comfort. Death is not an end, but a step on a larger journey. The richness of these rites fosters cultural identity and continuity, reminding us that we're part of a tapestry woven by countless ancestors. Whether you believe in karma and rebirth or not, exploring these ideas can prompt valuable self-reflection. Am I living in alignment with my highest values? Let's step away from cosmic descriptions for a moment and focus on how the Garuda Purana's teachings can enrich our daily lives. Even small deeds, like showing kindness to a stranger or practicing self-restraint in arguments, accumulate into a broader karmic pattern. Whether through prayer, meditation, or a simple moment of introspection each day, reviewing how your actions align with your values can prevent negative karmic buildup. Engage in community service, express thanks to loved ones, and carry an attitude of gratitude. Positive intentions carry spiritual weight in this worldview. Recognizing death as a transition can reduce fear, encouraging us to live more fully in the now. If someone close passes away, honoring them through prayer, ritual, or heartfelt remembrance can be both comforting and spiritually significant. Returning to that powerful saying, "He who does good deeds in life attains a place in the realms of the righteous. He who does evil deeds shall dwell in the abodes of darkness." It's both a warning and a blessing, a call to consider how our daily choices weave into the grand tapestry of the afterlife. Does this literally mean we're destined for a cosmic heaven or hell if we tip the karmic scales one way or another? Or could it be a profound metaphor for the mental, emotional, and spiritual states we create in this very moment? Ultimately, the Garuda Purana's vivid passages serve as an invitation to live conscientiously, to honor the sacred bond between action and consequence, and to see death not as a finale, but as part of a grand, ever-evolving journey of the soul. I hope this exploration has ignited your curiosity and deepened your understanding of the Garuda Purana's rich tapestry. If you've enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into spiritual texts and timeless wisdom. Let me know in the comments. Do you see these depictions of heaven and hell as literal or symbolic? Have you encountered aspects of the Garuda Purana in your own life or culture? Your stories and perspectives could spark meaningful discussions. Remember, the knowledge found in these ancient verses is most powerful when it inspires us to lead more compassionate, purposeful lives. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may your path be illuminated by wisdom and your heart guided by kindness.